James Maddison and his move to Arsenal is what we definitely are talking about today, with me bringing to you the latest that is going to be happening in the summer transfer window. We're definitely talking about James Maddison, who was heavily linked to the club Arsenal, but for some reason he didn't end up going to Arsenal and he remained at Leicester City, and right about now he's looking at a move to join the club Arsenal, and Arsenal is taking advantage of the situation Leicester City is in, with the fact that Leicester City is going to be going to, actually it's not going to be going, it's already, you can already classify it as an EFL championship club. But James Maddison is definitely going to be moving away from Leicester City to another club. Is it going to be Arsenal? Is it going to be Tottenham Hotspur? Or is it going to be Chelsea? As all of these clubs, and also plus Newcastle, are interested in James Maddison. But I've got quite good news for you, Arsenal fans. Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the Arsenal chapter. And make your point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. Right about here, the Arsenal chapter, with me, your host Abu Kaos, as we talk sport and as we talk everything Arsenal related. We definitely right in the summer transfer window, think hours. I think we should say we're counting hours to the summer transfer window opening. It's very close. Summer transfer window is definitely opening very, very soon, and we definitely are here to talk about what is going to be happening in the summer transfer window, as things are going on quite well for the club Arsenal, having ended in the second place, not managing to win the English Premier League title. Arsenal are now looking at making sure they can secure the English Premier League title next season by making sure that they can address the problem of depth, and also getting a few more football players in the club and selling away those that Arsenal thinks have not done quite good in the last season. Anyway, let's talk about James Maddison. I don't believe this. Leicester City in 7 years. We're talking about Leicester City. In 7 years, Leicester City has won the Premier League title. And in 7 years again, within a period of 7 years, Leicester City has won the Premier League title. And it's been relegated within 7 years. Leicester City. What's happening? What happened? What went wrong? What went wrong with Leicester City? Where did things go wrong? Did they think they were too good to be relegated? What happened? I mean, there were clubs clubs that remained. There are clubs like Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest could have gone for relegation and nobody would wonder. Everybody would be like, oh, nobody's bothered. I mean, even when you see other clubs that went for relegation, there is Southampton. For some reason, nobody's very worried, I don't know, saying, oh, Southampton went for relegation. No, it had 25 points in 38 appearances, managed to score, to win 6 games and drew 7 games, and 25 were losses. It's okay for Southampton, you know. Then Leeds United was also relegated. 38 games. In 38 games, they won 7 games, drew 10, and lost 21 with 31 points. Leicester City. What happened to Leicester City? I mean, Leicester City. Let's see how Leicester City has been doing, you know. We're talking about Maddison, of course, joining to the club Arsenal, but we need to see Leicester from 2019. I don't know where we should. I don't know. Leicester City, what's gone wrong? What's gone wrong? Okay. Let's start from where it won. Leicester City won in season 2017-2016, and Leicester City had 38 points, you know. not 38 points, sorry, 81 points, and in 38 games, 23 wins, 12 draws, and 3 losses. Unbelievable. Only 3 losses. Three losses. 81 points, Leicester City. And that was when it won the EPL title. And Arsenal came second with 71 points. And in 38 games, Arsenal won 20 games. 11 were drawn by Arsenal and 7 losses. But Leicester City was in the number 1 position. Manchester City was in the 4th position and Spurs were in the 3rd. Let's get to know what exactly happened and see. Season 2016-2017, Leicester, after winning, had a massive drop because they sold out football players. They sold out a big number of football players. It was too difficult for them to even be in Champions League football. They ended up in 12th position. Then we need to see 2017-2018. Leicester City ended in the 9th position with 47 points. Season 2018-2019, Leicester City again in the 9th position. And this position it's not the worst of positions, 9, 10, 11 is okay for a club like Leicester City, but also it should be put in consideration that Leicester City is a club that had won the Premier League title recently, not very many years ago. 2019-2020 ended up in the 5th position. Quite good, played very well. Good season for them with 62 points. So in 2020-2021, still 5th position, 66 points, 38 games played. So in 2021-2022, Leicester had 52 points in 38 appearances, 38 games altogether. Season 2020, let's get a little back. Season 2021-2022, 8th position, There was nothing like a drastic that it was going for relegation, 8th position the previous season. And then the last concluded season, Leicester ends up in the 18th position and goes for relegation. What went wrong? What went wrong with Leicester City? 18th position, relegation bound. Relegation, they are in relegation right about now. And they'll be playing clubs like Millwall, they'll be playing West Brom, Swansea, they'll be playing Watford, Preston North End, they'll be playing Norwich City, and the clubs that Arsenal is going to be facing, definitely new clubs from the Championship, EFL Championship. There's Burnley, which is managed by Burnley is managed by a Vincent company. Then there's Sheffield United, and there's an interesting Luton Town that beat Coventry on penalties. So up to now, I don't understand what happened. What happened with quite good football players, like very good football players, I must say. Good football players like Yuri Tillmans, who's been linked to the club. Arsenal ended up not joining Arsenal. Good football players like Jamie Vardy. Good football players like Kalechi, Iheanacho, James Maddison. How on earth did this even happen? How did Leicester end up in relegation? I know it was a bit tricky for Everton. Everton has not been in relegation, I don't know whether Everton has been in relegation. It must have spent a lot of years without being there. It's one of the clubs that have not been in relegation, I don't know whether it's Everton are one of the six English. Everton are one of the six English clubs who have never been relegated from the Premier League. That's true. It was formed in 19. Since its creation in 1992. Oh, really? Okay. So Everton, the six clubs that have never been in a relegation, Everton is there, and that's why he managed. Maybe it doesn't want to beat its legacy. It's never been in relegation. But also, Arsenal has never been in relegation. Liverpool has never been in relegation. Manchester United and Spurs have also never been in relegation, plus Chelsea. So, talking about James Maddison, I know James Maddison has been an exceptional football player in a club that has been struggling, losing games left, right, losing games left, right. James Maddison has been an exceptional football player. When you look at the games Leicester City has played, I mean, Leicester City has hardly won any game apart from beating West Ham. It's hardly won any. Liverpool 3-0. Drew with Newcastle. Fulham 5-3. It was a win for Fulham. Drew with Everton. Drew with Leeds United. Then won against Wolves. 2-1. Man City beat Leicester. Bournemouth beat Leicester. Aston Villa beat Leicester. Crystal Palace beat Leicester. Chelsea beat Leicester. Southampton, that is relegated, bottom of the table, beat Leicester. Definitely. Arsenal beat Leicester. That was 1-0. Manchester United beat Leicester. Almost all those clubs beat Leicester. So, it will be remembered that despite a bad season, a terrible season for Leicester City, terrible, they're in relegation now. Maddison was an exceptional football player. And he managed to play 30 games, And out of the 30 games he played, he made a wonderful 9 assists and scored 10 goals. For a midfielder, an attacking midfielder like him, that is definitely quite good. So we'll remember that Maddison was linked to Arsenal before in the summer transfer window. And he was heavily linked to Arsenal, and we thought he could definitely end up at Arsenal then, but Leicester City could then sell him. So Maddison. Definitely Maddison. Things didn't go on quite well for him in the English Premier League. And the fact that he's being eyed by Chelsea, Manchester United, and Newcastle plus Arsenal. He's a hot cake, and loads of clubs are seeing a big opportunity to sign off Leicester City football players because they are very good football players in there. But Arsenal definitely is trying his level best to make sure things go on quite well. But if Arsenal can get the attacking midfielder, then that will definitely be a very brilliant one. As Arsenal is trying its level best to make sure he can swap 2 football players, and that one is Yuri Tillmans. Not even swap, but buy them. One is Yuri Tillmans, then the other one is James Maddison. But Maddison's is definitely more likely for the club Arsenal. Arsenal could end up buying Maddison. There's a very big chance that Arsenal is going to end up buying Maddison. So already Maddison's agents have already been in contact with the club, Arsenal, and things are definitely going on as planned. And we think it's going to be a very brilliant idea if Arsenal go on and sign this young gentleman who has managed to score 10 goals and made a wonderful 9 assists in 30 appearances. That should be okay. That should definitely be very fine. And if he joins the club, Arsenal, that will be brilliant. And we have to say sorry to Leicester City, which over 7 years is definitely been on top and gone down within 7 years. It's quite sad for the club. Leicester City, unbelievable. As very many people are saying, oh, they thought they were too good to be relegated. That's what I thought. I was a bit disappointed in Leicester City. How does that happen to a club like Leicester City? Anyway, Maddison being a good football player, let's hope when he joins the club, Arsenal, he can perform quite well. And Arsenal definitely needs football players like him. Otherwise, thank you for being part of the Arsenal chapter. And make it up and subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. Right about here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your host Abokals, as I tell thank you and goodbye for now.